Hey Pisces, welcome back to the channel. So I sat down with the cards today, specifically asking about your energy this weekend. And what came through was really fascinating. There is this whole dynamic happening where someone is watching you from a distance, and on the surface they look completely calm and collected, but underneath there is this intense jealousy brewing. And the cards are showing me that while they are dealing with all of that internally, you are just genuinely glowing and thriving in your own space. Let me walk you through what the cards revealed, because this reading honestly gave me chills with how specific the energy is. Before we dive in, I just want to say that if this resonates with you at any point, drop a comment below letting me know. I love hearing how these readings land for different people, and honestly, your stories always add so much dimension to what the cards are showing. All right, let me show you what came through. So the first card that came out when I asked about this weekend's energy for you was the Star, and right away I felt this sense of hope and renewal that is surrounding you right now. The Star is one of those cards that shows up when someone has been through a healing process, when they have done the inner work, and now they are starting to shine again. This is not about putting on a show or trying to prove anything to anyone. This is authentic radiance that comes from being aligned with yourself. What I found really interesting about the Star in this context is that it is a card about being visible in a very pure way. You know how some people try really hard to be noticed and it feels forced? The Star is the opposite of that. It is like you are just existing in your truth, doing your thing, and that natural light you are carrying is what catches attention. And for Pisces specifically, this makes so much sense because you have been in this phase of rediscovering who you are outside of other people's projections and expectations. The Star is also telling me that you have found a sense of peace within yourself that you did not have before. Maybe there was a period where you were really struggling, where you felt lost or disconnected from your own path, and now you have come out the other side with this clarity about what matters to you. And that clarity is magnetic. People can sense when someone has done the work to get to a place of genuine self-acceptance, and that is exactly what is radiating from you right now. I am also picking up that the Star is connected to your willingness to be vulnerable in a healthy way. Not the kind of vulnerability where you are giving everything away or letting people take advantage, but the kind where you are comfortable showing up as yourself without all the protective armor. That takes real courage, and it is part of what makes your energy so compelling right now. You are not trying to be anything other than what you are, and that authenticity is powerful. There is also this future-oriented energy with the Star. It is like you are not dwelling on what went wrong in the past or who did not appreciate you back then. You are looking forward with genuine optimism about what is possible for you. And that forward momentum is part of what makes you so attractive to others right now. You are not stuck, you are not bitter, you are just moving toward your own dreams and goals with this quiet confidence. What I love about the Star appearing first is that it sets the tone for everything else. This is your moment of shining, and whatever is happening around you with other people's reactions or feelings is secondary to your own journey. The cards are really emphasizing that your focus should stay on your own healing and growth, not on managing other people's jealousy or discomfort with your progress. The next card that came through was the Tower, and okay, this is where things get really interesting. The Tower is not about your experience this weekend, it is about what is happening internally for this person who is watching you. While you are in your Star energy, calm and radiant, they are going through an internal Tower moment. Everything they thought they knew about the situation, about you, about their own position, it is all being shaken up. The Tower represents sudden realizations and the crumbling of false structures. This person built up this whole narrative in their mind, maybe about how you would struggle without them, or about how they were the prize you would always chase, or about how they had all the power in the dynamic. And now watching you thrive is completely demolishing those stories they told themselves. That is why they are silent on the outside but experiencing this internal earthquake. What the Tower is showing me is that this is not just mild jealousy. This is a complete upheaval of their self-concept. When someone bases their sense of worth on being better than others or being needed by others, and then they see those people flourishing without them, it creates this crisis. They are dealing with questions they do not want to face about themselves, about the choices they made, about what they actually lost when they lost access to you. I am also seeing that the Tower is forcing this person to confront the consequences of their own actions. Maybe they took you for granted, or they thought they could keep you as an option while they explored other things. Or they just did not recognize your value when they had the chance. And now reality is hitting them hard. The Tower does not let people hide from truth, and the truth they are facing is that they messed up and you have moved on to better things. There is something really poetic about the Tower showing up here because it is telling me that their jealousy is not even the main issue. The main issue is that their entire understanding of the situation has proven to be wrong, and that is a much bigger psychological blow. They thought they had everything figured out, and your glow-up has shown them that they did not understand anything at all. That kind of realization is exactly what the Tower brings. What I want you to understand as a Pisces is that the Tower is not your responsibility to fix or soothe. This is their inner collapse to work through. Your job is not to dim your light so they feel more comfortable. And it is not to reach out and make them feel better about their regrets. The Tower is a necessary destruction that clears the way for new growth, and they need to sit with it and learn from it. That is their journey, not yours. The third card that showed up was Four of Cups. And this is giving me so much information about this person's current state of mind. Four of Cups is literally the card of someone sitting there with their arms crossed, looking dissatisfied and disconnected, while blessings are being offered to them that they are not even seeing. This person is so caught up in what they lost with you, so fixated on what they are not having, that they cannot appreciate what they actually do have in their life right now. This is classic jealousy behavior, right? When someone is so busy looking at someone else's happiness that they become completely blind to their own opportunities and blessings. The Four of Cups is showing me that this person has things in their life that could bring them joy and fulfillment, maybe even other people who care about them, but they are emotionally checked out from all of it because they are too busy watching you from afar and feeling bitter about your success. What I find really telling about Four of Cups in this position is that it shows someone who is choosing misery. They are choosing to focus on what they cannot have instead of engaging with what is right in front of them. And that is creating this stagnant, dissatisfied energy around them. While you are in motion, growing and expanding, they are sitting still and sulking. That contrast is probably making them even more jealous because they can see the difference in energy between the two of you. The Four of Cups is also about emotional withdrawal. This person is keeping their jealousy silent, not because they are being mature or respectful of your space, but because they have retreated into themselves. They are processing all of this internally, probably ruminating on it constantly, but they are not taking any real action to change their situation or improve their own life. They are stuck in this passive state of discontent. I am also picking up that the Four of Cups shows someone who is waiting for something. Maybe they are waiting for you to have some setback so they can feel better about themselves, or they are just frozen in indecision about whether to make a move. But the energy is very much one of inaction and waiting, which is such a contrast to your active, forward-moving star energy. For you as a Pisces, the Four of Cups is confirmation that this person's silence is not about strength or moving on. It is about being stuck in their feelings. And that is important information because it means you do not need to interpret their distance as indifference. They care, they are watching, they are affected, but they are also trapped in their own emotional paralysis. And again, that is not something you need to fix or address. The fourth card that came through was Nine of Pentacles, and honestly this card made me smile because it is just pure confirmation of where you are right now. Nine of Pentacles is the card of self-sufficiency, of having built something beautiful for yourself through your own efforts, of enjoying the fruits of your labor in peace. This is your glow that the person is seeing from afar, and it is not based on anyone else or anything external. You have cultivated this for yourself. What I love about Nine of Pentacles is that it shows independence that comes from genuine accomplishment. This is not fake confidence or trying to look good on social media. This is real substance. You have been working on yourself, maybe on your career or your personal development or your creative projects, and now you are seeing results. You are in a place where you can take care of yourself, where you do not need anyone to complete you, and that self-sufficiency is absolutely glowing around you. The Nine of Pentacles also tells me that you are enjoying your own company right now. You are not desperate for attention or validation from others. You are content in your own space, maybe spending time on hobbies you love, investing in your appearance and well-being, creating a life that feels good to you. And that energy of being complete within yourself is exactly what makes you so magnetic to others and so triggering to people who are insecure. There is also a very sensual, embodied quality to Nine of Pentacles. You are in your body, you are present, you are enjoying physical pleasure and comfort and beauty. Maybe you have been taking better care of yourself, dressing in ways that make you feel good, surrounding yourself with things that bring you joy. That tangible, earthly satisfaction is part of what people are noticing when they look at you. You just look like someone who has their life together and is enjoying it. What the Nine of Pentacles is telling me about this jealousy situation is that the person watching you is jealous specifically because you do not need them. They are looking at you living your best life completely independently, and it is showing them that whatever they thought they brought to your life was not actually necessary for your happiness. That realization is hard for ego to handle, especially if they had convinced themselves that you would not thrive without them. I also want to point out that Nine of Pentacles has a very regal, dignified quality. You are not being petty or trying to make anyone jealous. You are just existing in your excellence, and your grace is part of what makes this so hard for them to watch. If you were out here being messy or obviously trying to get their attention, they could dismiss you more easily. But you are just genuinely doing well and minding your own business, and that authentic success is undeniable. The fifth card was Wheel of Fortune, and this is such an important card for understanding the bigger picture of what is happening this weekend. Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles, about how life moves in phases, about the natural ups and downs that everyone experiences. What it is showing me is that you and this other person are on very different points of the wheel right now. You are on an upswing, they are on a downswing, and that is creating this intense contrast that is fueling their jealousy. But here is what is really important about Wheel of Fortune. It is reminding you that this is just how life works. Sometimes you are up, sometimes you are down, and the wheel keeps turning. This person's jealousy is not something you caused or something you need to feel guilty about. You are just in your season of harvest right now, and they are in a season of struggle. That is not your fault, and it is not your responsibility to make them feel better about where they are in their own cycle. Wheel of Fortune is also telling me that there is a karmic element to the situation. Whatever this person is feeling right now is connected to choices they made in the past. Probably choices about how they treated you or how they handled the relationship or connection you had. The wheel is showing them the consequences of those choices, and that is part of why the jealousy is hitting so hard. They are seeing very clearly what they gave up and what you have become without them. I am also getting that Wheel of Fortune is encouraging you to trust in timing. The fact that you are glowing right now, that you are in this abundant Nine of Pentacles energy, that happened because it was the right time for your growth. And the fact that they are struggling and watching from afar, that is also part of their timing and their lessons. The universe has a way of putting people in positions where they have to confront their own stuff. And this weekend, that is what is happening for them. The Wheel of Fortune is also about destiny and fate. And I feel like it is telling me that you were always meant to rise above whatever tried to hold you back. This glow you have right now, this success and peace and self-sufficiency, this was always part of your path. And anyone who tried to dim your light or limit you was always going to fall away so you could step into this version of yourself. That is just how the wheel turns. What I want you to take from Wheel of Fortune is a sense of trust and surrender. You do not need to worry about this person's jealousy or what they are thinking or feeling. The wheel is handling everything exactly as it should. Your job is just to stay in your own lane, keep doing what you are doing, and trust that everyone is exactly where they need to be for their own growth and learning. The wheel turns for everyone, and everyone gets exactly what they need when they need it. The sixth card that appeared was the Emperor, and this is adding another layer to understanding your current energy. The Emperor is about personal power, about being in control of your own life, about setting boundaries and maintaining structure. What I am seeing is that part of why you are glowing so brightly right now is because you have really stepped into your own authority. You are not asking permission anymore. You are not second guessing yourself. You are just making decisions and moving forward with confidence. The Emperor is showing me that you have established a sense of order and stability in your life that maybe you did not have before. You have boundaries now, you have standards, you have a clear sense of what you will and will not accept. And that firm foundation is what allows you to shine with such confidence. You are not wobbling or unsure, you are solid in who you are and what you want. What is interesting about the Emperor showing up in this reading about jealousy is that it is highlighting how much you have changed from who you used to be. Maybe this person knew you when you were more uncertain, when you were easier to manipulate or influence, when you would bend yourself to accommodate others. And now they are seeing this Emperor energy in you, this unshakable self-possession, and they do not know how to relate to this version of you. That unfamiliarity is part of what is creating their internal turmoil. The Emperor is also about leadership and taking charge, and I feel like you are really leading your own life right now in a way that inspires others. You are not waiting for someone to give you permission to be happy or successful. You are just claiming it. You are the ruler of your own kingdom, and you have organized your life in a way that serves you. That kind of sovereignty is incredibly attractive and also incredibly threatening to people who are used to chaos or codependency. I'm also picking up that the Emperor is connected to masculine energy, which does not necessarily mean a man, but it does mean assertive, action-oriented, decisive energy. You are making things happen right now. You are not just dreaming or wishing, you are executing. You are putting plans into motion. You are following through on goals. You are building something real and tangible. And that concrete progress is visible to others, including this person who is watching from afar. What the Emperor wants you to know is that maintaining your boundaries and your standards is exactly what you should be doing. Do not soften or shrink to make anyone else more comfortable. Your power is not something to apologize for or hide. The strength you have cultivated is serving you, and it is taking you places that you could not have gone if you had stayed small and accommodating. Keep being the Emperor of your own life. The seventh card was Queen of Wands, and this just confirms everything the other cards have been saying about your energy. Queen of Wands is confidence, charisma, creativity, passion, warmth. This is you in your full glory right now. You are not just surviving, you are thriving with style and flair. You are magnetic, you are vibrant, you are fully alive, and people cannot help but notice you. What I love about Queen of Wands is that she knows her worth without being arrogant. She is self-assured, but also generous and warm. She does not need to put others down to feel good about herself. She just radiates positive energy and attracts opportunities and admirers naturally. That is the frequency you are operating on right now, and it is exactly what is driving this person crazy with jealousy. The Queen of Wands is also incredibly creative and expressive. I am getting that you might be sharing more of yourself lately, whether that is through social media or in your personal style or through creative projects. You are letting people see the real you, the passionate and interesting and multifaceted you, and that authenticity is captivating. You are not hiding or playing small, you are letting your personality shine through, and that is beautiful. There is also a very independent streak to Queen of Wands. She does not need a partner to feel complete, but she is definitely someone that people want to partner with. She has her own fire, her own vision, her own purpose. And I think that is what this person is seeing when they look at you from afar. They are seeing someone who is completely whole on their own, and maybe that is making them realize that they were never as important to your happiness as they thought they were. Queen of Wands is also about being social and connected. You probably have good energy with other people right now. Maybe you are meeting new friends or getting invited to events or just generally feeling more plugged into life. That social glow is part of what is visible from the outside. You look like someone who is enjoying life and connecting with others, and that is always attractive and always noticeable. What Queen of Wands is telling you is to keep being yourself in all your fiery, passionate glory. Do not dim your light, do not tone yourself down, do not hide your joy and creativity to make anyone else feel better about their own lack. Your vibrant energy is a gift to the world and to yourself, and you should express it fully without apology. The right people will love you for exactly who you are, and the wrong people will reveal themselves by being intimidated or jealous. The 8th card that came through was 4 of Swords, and this is interesting because it is adding nuance to how you should navigate this situation. 4 of Swords is about rest, reflection, and strategic withdrawal. While you are glowing and thriving, the cards are also reminding you that you do not need to engage with the drama or the jealousy. You can observe what is happening from a peaceful distance without getting pulled into the chaos. 4 of Swords is telling me that part of your glow comes from the fact that you have been taking time for yourself, that you have been resting and recovering from past battles. You are not exhausted or depleted anymore because you have given yourself space to heal. And that restoration is visible in your energy. You look rested, you look peaceful, you look like someone who has their life in balance. What I am picking up about 4 of Swords in relation to this jealousy situation is that it is advising you to maintain your peace. Do not let anyone pull you back into old dramas or conflicts. Do not feel obligated to respond to attempts at contact or to address their feelings. You have created this sanctuary of calm in your life, and protecting that peace is more important than managing anyone else's emotional turmoil. 4 of Swords is also about contemplation and gaining perspective. You have had time to think about what you really want, what really matters to you, and who deserves a place in your life. That clarity is part of why you are so magnetic right now. You are not confused or conflicted, you are clear. And that clarity comes from taking the time to truly reflect on your experiences and learn from them. I'm also seeing that 4 of Swords suggests that while this person is watching you from afar, you are not giving them mental space or energy. You are not obsessing over them or trying to figure out what they are thinking. You are focused on yourself and your own growth. And that emotional detachment is actually part of what makes you so attractive. You have moved on internally, even if they have not. What 4 of Swords wants you to remember is that you have earned this peace, and you do not owe anyone access to it. If someone's presence or attention would disturb your calm, you have every right to keep them at a distance. Your inner peace is precious, and protecting it is an act of self-love. Let them watch from afar while you continue to rest in your own accomplishment and joy. The 9th card was 9 of Cups, and I actually got chills when this came out because it is literally called the wish fulfillment card. 9 of Cups is about getting what you wanted, about emotional satisfaction, about dreams coming true. This is telling me that whatever you have been hoping for and working toward, you are entering a phase where those desires are manifesting. And that is what this person is seeing when they look at you. They are seeing someone whose wishes are coming true. 9 of Cups has this energy of contentment and satisfaction. You are happy with how your life is unfolding. You are proud of yourself. You are enjoying the rewards of your efforts. And that genuine happiness is absolutely glowing around you. People can tell when someone is truly satisfied with their life versus when they are faking it or struggling, and you are radiating authentic joy right now. What the 9 of Cups is showing me about this jealousy dynamic is that the person watching you is jealous specifically because you are happy. It is not even about any specific thing you have or any specific achievement. It is the fact that you are emotionally fulfilled and they are not. They are stuck in their Four of Cups dissatisfaction while you are living in Nine of Cups joy, and that contrast is killing them. There is also an element with Nine of Cups of having your cup overflow, of having abundance to share. You are not hoarding your happiness or being stingy with your light. You are generous and warm and open, and that just makes you even more attractive to others. People want to be around happy, abundant people because that energy is contagious and uplifting. Nine of Cups is also about emotional intelligence and maturity. You have learned what actually makes you happy versus what you thought should make you happy. You are choosing joy consciously. You are creating conditions in your life that support your well-being. And that wisdom is part of what makes you glow. You are not chasing empty things or trying to prove anything. You are just living in alignment with your true desires. What Nine of Cups wants you to know is that you deserve every bit of this happiness. You worked for it, you grew for it, you transformed yourself to get here, and no one's jealousy should make you feel guilty about enjoying your own life. Your joy is not taking anything away from anyone else. Their unhappiness is their own responsibility to address, and your happiness is yours to fully embrace and celebrate without apology. The 10th and final card that came through was Three of Wands, and this is such a perfect card to end on because it is all about expansion and looking toward the future. Three of Wands shows someone standing on a cliff looking out at the horizon, watching their ships come in, knowing that even greater things are on the way. This is where you are right now. What you are experiencing this weekend is not even the peak, it is just the beginning of something much bigger. Three of Wands is telling me that the glow people are seeing on you right now is not just about where you are, it is about where you are going. You have momentum, you have trajectory, you have plans and dreams that are in motion, and that forward-moving energy is palpable. You look like someone who is going places, and that is incredibly attractive and also incredibly intimidating to people who feel stuck. What I find really significant about Three of Wands appearing in this reading is that it confirms you are not looking back. You are not dwelling on the past or on people who did not value you. You are excited about your future. You are actively working toward goals and envisioning bigger possibilities for yourself. And that forward focus is part of why you are so magnetic. You have somewhere to be, and people can sense that. Three of Wands also represents collaboration and partnership, but from a position of strength. You are open to connecting with others, but only as equals, only with people who can match your energy and vision. You are not desperate for company or willing to settle for less than you deserve. You are standing confidently in your own power and willing to wait for the right people and opportunities to come to you. I am also picking up that Three of Wands suggests that this person watching you from afar can see that you are moving forward without them. They can see that you have plans and goals that do not include them, that you have a whole life and future unfolding that they are not part of. And that realization is part of what is creating their jealousy. They are stuck watching you sail away toward new horizons while they remain on the shore. What Three of Wands wants you to understand is that your best days are still ahead of you. This glow you have right now, this confidence and joy and success, it is going to keep expanding. You are just getting started. The person who is jealous now is going to become even more so as they watch you continue to rise and thrive. And that is not your problem to manage or your concern to worry about. Your job is to keep your eyes on your own horizon and keep moving toward your dreams. So Pisces, let me bring this all together for you. This weekend, someone is definitely watching you from a distance, and underneath their calm exterior, they are struggling with intense jealousy. But the cards are making it very clear that this is about them and their own issues, not about you or anything you are doing wrong. You are in your star energy. You are glowing with Nine of Pentacles independence and Queen of Wands charisma. You are the emperor of your own life, standing on your Wheel of Fortune upswing, looking toward even bigger horizons with Three of Wands. Meanwhile, this person is experiencing their own tower moment internally as they watch you thrive. They are stuck in Four of Cups dissatisfaction, unable to appreciate what they have because they are too focused on what they lost with you. And your Nine of Cups happiness is just making it all worse for them because it proves that you are better off without whatever they brought to your life. The cards are advising you to stay in your Four of Swords piece and not engage with any drama or attempts to pull you back into old dynamics. Keep your boundaries Emperor strong. Keep your energy Queen of Wands vibrant. Keep your vision Three of Wands forward focused. Your glow is authentic and earned, and you should not dim it for anyone's comfort. This jealousy is not your responsibility to fix or even acknowledge. Let them process their own feelings while you continue to enjoy your life and work toward your dreams. The Wheel of Fortune is handling everything exactly as it should. Your job is simply to keep being yourself, keep growing, keep shining, and trust that the right people will celebrate your light instead of resenting it. I hope this reading gave you some clarity and confirmation about what you have been sensing this weekend. If it resonated, please let me know in the comments. I love hearing your stories and how these energies are playing out in your lives. And remember, your glow is not something to apologize for. It is something to embrace fully and proudly. You have earned it. Take care of yourself this weekend, Pisces. Keep shining. I will see you in the next reading.